Right now, we are in the Chestatee Golf Club, which is generally seen as one of the most sought after lake neighborhoods right here in Dawsonville, Georgia. What a lot of people don't realize is that there's actually a few more lake neighborhoods here in Dawsonville that are just as great for different reasons. Today, we're gonna take a look at Chestatee, but also those couple other lake neighborhoods that are generally seen as the best lake neighborhoods in Dawsonville, Georgia. And stick around till the end because I will show you a brand new lake neighborhood where you can get a brand new house for a much more affordable price than these other ones we're gonna talk about. First up, we've got Dawson Pointe, and Dawson Pointe is a neighborhood that not a lot of people really know about. Whenever I bring this up to out-of-state clients that are looking at the bigger lake neighborhoods, they're always a little surprised, but this is a gated community, so it makes it a little bit different than a bigger community like Chestatee. You're tucked away way off of Highway 9. Highway 9 intersects to 400, so that means that you're only about 5 minutes away from all of the shopping and dining and grocery stores over in the 400 corridor in Dawsonville. So Dawson Pointe was developed by Meritage Homes starting in 2014, and then they built in multiple phases until about 2021. A lot of the homes in here are still relatively new, and they range anywhere from 2,500 square feet on the small side for a smaller ranch on a slab, all the way up to about 6,000 square feet for some of the basement lots that are a lot bigger. And as far as price points go in here, if you just want the bare bones, maybe the cheapest thing in the neighborhood, you can get that for about $550,000, $600,000, but they'll range all the way up to $900,000, close to $1 million for one of these bigger homes that are a little bit more upgraded. You've got a wide range of floor plans in Dawson Pointe. So you got everything from 2-story homes with basements that are great for bigger families, all the way to smaller ranches that are great for, you know, just a downsizer who needs a master on main with 2 more bedrooms. Another thing that's really interesting about Dawson Pointe is that the whole neighborhood has direct access to gas. If you like cooking on gas and you like having something like a tankless water heater, that can be huge for you in this neighborhood. And then as far as amenities go here, obviously you've got the community dock access. So you've got multiple community docks here that if you are a resident in Dawson Pointe, you can buy access into. But then on top of that, you've also got a really great clubhouse and a pretty big pool. Really cool about the clubhouse is that it directly overlooks Lake Lanier. So you get some amazing views from that. And then you'll see right behind me too, you've got tennis and pickleball courts. Not the greatest amenities here in Dawson Pointe, but pretty strong if you're not looking for anything specific. One great part about every lake neighborhood that you're gonna find in Dawsonville is that the lake is directly east of Georgia 400. And with that, the lake and Georgia 400 are both on the very edge of Dawsonville. With that, you get easy access to all of the dining, all of the shopping, all of the grocery stores, all of that stuff, no matter what lake neighborhood you're in. Like all of these lake neighborhoods are directly off of Georgia 400. You get that great proximity to all of the action, which you can't really say about a lot of the more northern Dawsonville neighborhoods or the neighborhoods that are around downtown Dawsonville. The next great lake neighborhood we're gonna look at is the Reserve Club Marina. This one is if you're on kind of the more upper echelon of your price point, because a lot of these houses stick in the high 6 figures up to the millions. So if you want a newer house or you even want to build your own new house on your own lot, the Reserve might be a great spot for you just because there are a lot of empty lots that you can buy in this neighborhood. And most of the construction in here is pretty much brand new, built within the last 4 to 5 years. So like I said, most of the homes in here are pretty much new, but you did start building in here in around 2008, 2009. There were a couple houses built during that time that are a little bit older, but primarily you're gonna get new construction in here and you're gonna get a lot more high-end finishes, especially compared to some of the other smaller, not well-established lake neighborhoods. So you're gonna get luxury finishes in here. One thing you do wanna look out for in the Reserve is that a lot of the lots in here are pretty steep. So you don't have a lot of backyards in here. You do drop off a cliff on a lot of these lots. So if you see high acreage in here, but you see a lot that's been sitting for a while, that's probably why, because that can get very expensive to build on and you kind of lack that yard space that a lot of people want. Most of the lot sizes in here stick around about a ½ acre, and then you've got a wide range as far as the size of the homes go just because of the more custom nature. Homes in here range anywhere from 2,000 square feet all the way up to almost 7,000 square feet. So you've got a wide range, and then you do have all the empty lots that you could build on if that's more of what you're looking to do. And then one of the most important things that a lot of people miss about the Reserve, but you have got to pay attention to, is that there's literally a sign in the neighborhood where you cross over from Forsyth County to Dawson County. Some of the homes in the neighborhood fall in Dawson and some fall in Forsyth. The big difference there is Forsyth County has much better schools. They have one of the best school systems in the entire state of Georgia. You may fall in that, or you may fall in Dawson County. On the other side of things, Dawson County property taxes are also a lot less than Forsyth County. If you were thinking about buying or building in the Reserve, that is just one thing that you want to keep an eye on. Now we're back over here in Chestatee, which, like we mentioned earlier, is one of the most sought after lake neighborhoods. Over here in Chestatee, you've got about 500 homes, over 500 acres. You've got about 10 different neighborhoods within the community. So it's a pretty big, really a master plan community with all the amenities you have and all of the little neighborhoods within the main neighborhood. In here, you've got all kinds of different styles. You've got a Cape Cod style, you've got modern farmhouse, like a lot of the homes you see behind me right now. You've also got more cookie cutter style homes in one of the newer neighborhoods. And you've also got everything from cottages to really small homes that are just ranch styles. A little bit of everything for everybody here in Chestatee. And in here, you can expect to pay anything from the mid six figures all the way up to $3-4 million for some of the more private estates. And then what really makes Chestatee shine and why it's so highly sought after is because you are sitting right on one of the best golf courses, definitely in Dawsonville, but really all of North Georgia. You've got a par 71 course, 18 holes, built by one of the most famous landscape architects and golf course architects in America. You've got that right here in your backyard, and you've also got some other great amenities as well. And then also Chestatee is the most northern neighborhood of every single one that we've talked about today. So you are a little bit more private up here as well. So you do feel a little bit more tucked away. You're a little bit further away from all the traffic and the action. So that's another thing that people love about living on Chestatee. And then on top of having direct access to one of the best golf courses in North Georgia, you also have the best access to community docks and private marinas here in Chestatee. So you've got multiple private marinas. Most of the resales in here are going to come with the option of a deeded boat slip. Now, where you're gonna run into problems with that is if you get into one of the new construction homes, especially over in East Harbor too. None of those homes do have the deeded boat slip, and a lot of the new constructions in here don't have one either. But if you do buy into a resale, a lot of times they are gonna come with a deeded boat slip, which is one of the reasons why people love Chestatee as such a great lake neighborhood. If you're not really into golf and you don't care too much about being on the boat, but you just like being by the lake, they also have a ton of other amenities within Chestatee. You've got a junior Olympic sized pool, you've got tennis courts, you have pickleball courts, you even have bocce ball and croquet courts. You've kind of got it all, plus you've got a half court basketball court and a lakeside pavilion that you can host events at, all kinds of other stuff to do, even if you're not into golf or being out on the lake. One thing that you do want to make sure that you know about, which is kind of a negative with Chestatee, is that the neighborhood entrance is actually right off of 400. Sometimes if you're turning to go back into Dawsonville, it can be really hard to cross all those lanes of traffic. Some people don't love that part of the neighborhood. Like I promised at the beginning, there is a bonus lake neighborhood here in Dawsonville that they are currently building called Grandview at Lanier. This is being built by D.R. Horton, and I'll be the first to say I'm not a huge fan of D.R. Horton and their quality, as you can see all over TikTok and all that good stuff. It is a very affordable neighborhood, and you do still get that lake access. You're right off of 53, and you're actually right at the 53 and 400 intersection. You're right in the thick of that 400 corridor in Dawsonville, where all the grocery stores are, where all the dining and the restaurants are. You're right across the road from the North Georgia Premium Outlet Mall. So you've got a lot of stuff going on over there. You've got about 5 or 6 different floor plans over there, 2 ranch style plans, and then the rest are 2-story. Your pricing starts in the low 400s and then only gets up into about the high 500s. You do have a great price point there, and as far as amenities go, you have an Olympic sized pool, you have a clubhouse, and then you have a day use dock over there. You can't keep your boat there, but you could easily keep your boat at one of the great storage places around that neighborhood, and then you could easily go get it, put it in one of the boat ramps that are right by the neighborhood, and then you have that day use dock to come dock your boat at. If you're thinking about moving to Lake Lanier and you're only looking at Gainesville and Cumming and some of the other areas around the lake, don't skip over Dawsonville, because we do have some amazing lake neighborhoods here. We covered 4 of them today, but there are also a couple more. So if you're interested in hearing about every single lake neighborhood here, or every just plain neighborhood as well, go ahead, shoot me an email using the email on that screen, or you can even book a call with me directly using the link down in the show notes.